Hey there. Hello. Hello. Okay, let me share this. Okay. So let's wait maybe a couple of minutes, like 2 or 3, and see if someone else joins. And if not, we're just gonna go ahead and start.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we're just in time. Okay, guys, so please, would you please turn your cameras on if you're able to? We're gonna get started with this. Okay, thanks, Danny. And also Kate, if you could turn your camera on, please. Okay, thank you so much. So here we are. Okay, so this is the TOEFL prep course, as you might already know. And well, what we're going to be doing during this course is basically just trying to prep you for the TOEFL test. We're going to be seeing, we're going to be covering the 4 sections, but it's going to be mostly about the TOEFL. It's not, we don't have grammar or anything else. So there are some policies that we need to meet. One of them is, that's the reason why I was asking you guys to turn your cameras on, because, I've been told that everyone needs to have their camera on at all times. And yeah, so that's the first policy. And I've also been told that in case you guys are not able to turn your cameras on, I'm gonna have to momentaneously remove you from the meeting, but you can just join at any time and with the same link and everything, So it's not a big deal really. I wouldn't mind, but rules are rules. Okay, so another thing that I should say, this is just an introductory class. Tomorrow we're going to be starting the real thing. You're going to be joining a group that has already started, but it's no problem because we're going to be covering a whole new section. And yeah, only for today we're doing it at this time. The usual time is 8 to 9 Bolivian time. Okay. And another thing, well, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Andrea, and I've been, pretty much doing this for a while now. And I'm going to be your theory teacher, which means that you're going to be having a different teacher for your practice sessions. This course has 24 classes overall, and 12 of them are the theory classes, and the other 12 are the practice sessions that you're going to be having. So basically, you're going to see all the theory of the test with me. I'm going to give you some tips, some samples as well. And you're going to be practicing everything that you see with me. You're going to be practicing with your other teacher, which I think is going to be Dre or Andrea as well. So you'll see her on Fridays and Wednesdays. Okay, but let's focus on this. So first of all, what is a TOEFL IBT? I'm sure you guys have already an idea of what this is, but in case you don't, TOEFL stands for Test of English as a Foreign Language, and it's a test that's trying to measure your English, your ability to communicate in the English language. It's a very international test, which means that that can be useful for in different countries, obviously in the US, but not only the US, even in Canada, in Australia, in all these English-speaking countries, and also in Europe, in places where you don't have English as an official language, it's also very used. And this course is specifically trying to prepare you for the IBT form of the test. I think it's important to know that there are different types of the test. There's the IBT, there's the PBT also, and there's a new one that, by the way, is going to be coming, I think, starting August this year. But it's the TOEFL Essentials. That's a different one. But the one that we're going to be looking at in this course is the IBT form of the test, which is the internet-based test. Now, I could give you a different example, the PBT, which is the paper-based test. But that's another kind of test. It's only taken in places where you have either zero or little access to internet. So I'm guessing that's not going to be the case for you. You're probably going to be taking the IBT. So Test of English as a Foreign Language and the internet-based test. Okay, then. I think it's also important to remark that the company that makes the TOEFL is the ETS, which is the same company that makes other types of tests like the SAT. I don't know if you've ever heard about that test, which is an entrance exam for colleges. It's very similar to the TOEFL, but it's not exactly, English focused. The SAT is a test that's taken by usually native speakers in the US to get into college. And this company also makes other tests like the GRE, which is, I think, for business degrees, and so on. Another thing I would say is that, the only way to register for the test, you have to do it. That's the only way. And you can only do it through the official website, through the official ETS website. And this test is also taken at specific locations, such as the ASB here in Cochabamba. And wherever you are, you probably have these specific test centers where you need to take it. Or I think that right now, because of the pandemic, we also have the option to take the home edition test, which you can take just at home, but pretty much that. And what else? The reasons or the main reasons why we take the TOEFL are usually always the same. Like the first one would be to apply for college or for either a bachelor's degree or a master's degree in an international school or in an international college. It's also taken to, just to prove that you're fluent, or not really fluent, but you have a certain level of English. It helps a lot when applying for scholarships. If you have a pretty good score, then you have more chances to be accepted and to even, earn scholarships. And some people also take it just to add it to their resume, to maybe to apply to certain jobs. It's a good, it's like a valid test to. It's like it counts as a certificate of your English, And according to the score you get, you can demonstrate that you have achieved, I don't know, certain levels in English, like the B1 or the B2 or C1 or C2, depends on on the score you get. And okay, so I think I've talked too much. It's your turn, guys. So I'll please ask you all to introduce yourselves. I would like to know, well, obviously your name. I can see your names right now, but sometimes that's not your actual name. So your name, your city or your country, but mostly what I want to know is why you're taking the test or why you're taking this course, when you're planning to take it, when you're planning to take the TOEFL, and if there's any specific requirement or any specific score that you would like to achieve in the test. So I would like to know those five things: name, city, why you're taking the test or the course, if you need a specific score, and also if you have taken it before. I would like to know that also. Like, have you taken the test before, and when you're planning on taking it? So those things. Okay, so perhaps we could start with Corina.
Hi guys. My name is Corina. I'm from Guatemala. I am taking this course in order to pass the TOEFL test. Well, I need the TOEFL certification in order to get graduated from the university. Right now, I'm studying a master degree, and I need it for that. And I need to score 75 at least.
Okay, all right, that's good. That's a good one. So thanks so much. You're from Guatemala, you say, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now, what about you, Danny?
Hi everyone, my name is Daniela. I'm from Quito, Ecuador. Well, I take the course to prepare myself for the TOEFL, obviously, because I'm applying to a master's degree in Italy, but the master is taught in English, so I need the exam. I would
Okay.
like to obtain a C1 level. I am not sure what the points are
Okay.
for that. But I think I need 94 for the master. But I want more so I can apply to a scholarship.
Okay, good. So that's interesting, Italy. So yeah, I think a C1 would correspond to I think actually 95 or above. So you're good. And in what area is your master?
I'm a mechanical engineer, but I want a master in energy engineering about renewable sources and all that.
Wow, sounds fancy. All right. And okay, good, Italy. Now, what about you, Kate?
Well, hi guys, my name is Catherine. I'm from Bolivia, and I am taking the TOEFL course because I would like to apply to a fellowship in United States or Mexico. They asked me for the TOEFL, and they told me that I need at least 8 points of my English in TOEFL. I don't know if this score is the necessary or the kind of the test values. My English, I don't know.
Okay, so you say an 80 at least?
Yes, I
Okay.
don't know. Is in the program of the fellowship I want to apply, they say that I need at least 8 points of English. Eight, I don't know. Maybe it's higher than 80 points.
Okay. Eight. Well, I don't know. I mean, you have different varieties of scales and everything to measure the English, but I don't know. It sounds like another test for British English. I don't know. Okay. So are you sure you need to take the TOEFL test? Isn't it the IELTS by any chance?
No, I read it is TOEFL test.
It's a TOEFL. Okay.
Yes.
So I don't know. Okay. So all right, that's good. Mexico, US, good options. Let me. Okay. All right. So moving on, some you know things that you should know about the test. So in this test, you have 4 sections. You have the reading, listening, speaking, and writing in that order. The test lasts around 3 hours total, and you get a 15-minute break after the 2 first sections. So you have to do the reading first and the listening. You get a 15-minute break, and then you continue with the speaking and then finally the writing. each of these sections is worth the same, 30 points, which makes a total of 120. That's the maximum score that you could get in this test. And regarding time, you know, it's pretty balanced, I'd say. The reading is a bit long. It's like 1 hour, kind of. Then the listening, usually around the same, maybe a bit less. Then you get the speaking, which is half an hour, and then the writing, which is an hour again. So it's like, yeah, like an hour and a half, then you get the break in an hour and a half. So regarding this course, what we're gonna be covering the 4 sections, as I was saying. As you can see here, we're gonna dedicate a bit more for the speaking and writing. And that's only because those are the longest sections. You know, you have in the speaking, for instance, you have 4 tasks, and in the writing you have 2. Well, in the reading and the listening, it's pretty much the same, you know, even though you have different passages and things, it's kind of the same. So that's why we're taking a bit longer for the speaking and writing. And also because those are production sections, you know, it's not so black and white as the reading and the listening, which are all multiple choice questions. So in the speaking and in the writing, you're going to have the chance to produce your own response, you know, and it's not like you have a right or wrong answer. It's more like the way you do it. So there are a lot of strategies and hacks and tips that we're going to be giving you for the speaking and writing. And believe me, that's the areas in which you could improve the most. So you got to take advantage of that and, you know, and practice that as much as you can. Of course, we're going to be looking at the reading and listening as well, but, you know, it's a bit harder to work on that because of the way that in which the questions are delivered. So remember, this course lasts 6 weeks. And this week, we're going to start with the speaking section with task number 1. All of this week is going to be for the speaking for the first task. Next week is going to be about the speaking questions 2 and 3. Then the following week will be all about the speaking task 4 and writing. We're going to start with the writing then. Then we got the writing 2, which is the, you know, the second task for the writing. And finally, the last 2 weeks are going to be about the reading and the listening. So a total of 6 weeks and 24 classes. Another thing that's important for you guys to know is that, sorry, besides from the usual group classes that we have, we offer as well 8 15-minute personalized calls that you are going to be having, I don't know, probably with me, but I'm not so sure. I'll let you know as soon as I have the info. But during these sessions, you're going to be practicing the speaking section, the 4 tasks. So you're going to have 8 15-minute calls. You know, it's not a lot, but it's just to add something extra, maybe to work on your, you know, those little things that you may be struggling with, or to master those things that you're already good at in the speaking. So it's more to make it a bit more, I don't know, like to give you maybe individual feedback, and so that you can practice on your own and not in front of the whole group. So that's what this is about. But as I was saying, this is just something additional, something extra. We're gonna see this as well we're gonna cover the speaking in the group classes as well, so it shouldn't be a problem. And what else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it regarding the calendar and the things that we're gonna be covering during the course. Do you guys have any questions so far? Are we okay? Any questions about the test or the course, or I don't know? No questions? Okay then. So some other things you should know. Okay, first you're supposed to take two sim tests, one at the beginning of the course and one at the end of the course. So were you guys aware of this already? All the sim tests?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I knew that we have to take one simulator.
Yeah.
I didn't know we have to take another one.
So yeah, that's probably because right now you just need to focus on the first one. You're gonna take the other one, the final one, when the course is over. But yes, if you haven't taken it yet, then, you know, there's no, I think there's no, I'm not sure about this, but I don't think there's a deadline exactly, but it's obviously better to take it, you know, within the first week. So it's better if you can take it this week, whenever you have some time. All right, and the way to do that is you can go to this website here, the company's website, executiveenglisheducation.com, and then you can go to this part here for the scene tests. Maybe I could send a link this, right? Okay, I'm sending a link to the chat in case any of you want it. And the important thing is, yeah, the final simulation, at least, that's a requirement. If you guys want a certificate, you need to take the final simulation one at least. What else? When you go here, make sure that you download this program here, the first one, volume 1, for the first simulation. And the second one is going to be for the last one, the one that you're going to be taking at the end of the course. So right now, the one that you need to take is this one. You need to download the program, install it, and run it. And you need to make sure that you take the first test for the first volume. So in this, I think in this program, you have 5 complete tests that you could take. And the one that you need to take is the first one. So you take that one. And I think, you know, the reading and the listening are automatically scored. You have to take a screenshot of your results in the reading and in the listening. And for the writing and the speaking, what you need to do is, for the writing, you need to write your essays in a document. And for the speaking, you need to record yourself with your responses. And all of that, you need to send it to the bot, which I don't know, should be here. Okay, weird. So there's a number that you need to send here, yeah, you need to scan this, you know, this code here and write down this and send all the links or the screenshots or the documents that you have. You know, I don't think it matters the type of files that you send, but you need to send all of your SIM, you know, your SIM test. But in case you don't want to do that, there's a number as well. So you can ask for the number, me or the coordinators. That's okay. I think there's some problems, especially with iOS. So if you guys have iOS in your computers, then I don't know if you can run this program. So there's a tutorial here that you can watch. But the best thing you can do is just, you know, text me or the coordinator preferably, and she will let you know what you guys need to do in that case. So what else? There's also some material here, some good resources that you could find interesting. So make sure to check this out. I think there are some videos about connectors, which is a really important part, I must say, about, you know, for this test. I think connectors it's a really good basis, you know. So you could also watch these videos. I think you can take a quiz as well. And I don't know, I think there's more material here. So make sure that you check out the website. And yeah. Any questions now?
No.
Okay. So if you guys don't have any questions, then that'll be it for today's class. This was just an introductory class. And tomorrow we will be starting with, you know, with the course. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Nice to meet you all.
Everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.